All right, yeah. My today's journal and my today's contemplation, right? Yeah. So my today's contemplation is that, you know, ah, one thing I know about my dispensation. Yeah. Sorry. Living in like the 21st century is that I think that personally, I think one thing that I've come to terms and facts with my own life is I'm older than my age. And I really think that we are people that agree with me, Sha, that we are all older than our ages, right? Like the things that live inside us are they are not from the 21st century. um, this is one belief I have, and this is because there are just times in our life where we're always usually just tired about everything around us, and something always calls us to this life of balance, which is what I want to really contemplate about. Is that there are like two facets of my life or the human life is being extreme or being too conserved. Now, being extreme is very easy. My obviously my journal, right? I feel like being extreme is like obviously I've been extreme in my life, still extreme in some things that I'm trying to like work on. Being extreme is very easy in the sense that you don't have to struggle to be extreme in anything you do. Like you don't have to struggle to do something excessively because being extreme is something gives you this kind of like excitement and feeling, and being conserved in something too. Well, I would say I'm not so sure, right? Because I know I'm more of like an extreme person type of person, but maybe being conserved too are easy for people that are like conserved, like they don't do much, they brag about being chilled and all. I think it should be easy for those kinds of people. I can't really tell, right? But one thing I know that is a matter at hand, which why I feel like our souls are very old, is balance. Balance is balance is epic, right? And for me, balance is, you know, you being able to just take responsibility of all your shit. Because in the middle, uh, so let's say extreme is right and then conserved is left. Usually extreme is left, conserved is right, if you're politically trying to be correct. But in the middle, there's right and left, right? So it means that finding a mode of living where you are extreme and you are conserved, but you are very responsible for all you do. And not just responsible for all you do, you are very comfortable, you are living, you have life in you. You have this understanding in you. I feel like the depths of the divine and the depths of understanding is in the middle. That's why I always feel like my soul is like way beyond the 21st century. Because if I look around my century and the time I'm living in, it's either we are supporting something too extreme or we are supporting something too conserved. It's like everybody loves to be at this. I support, this is my idea, this is it. If it's not this, is this. If you don't believe in this, is. And I'm like, balance. Balance is peaceful. Balance is not really striving for an external validation. Balance is this internal well that you find and nobody else can see. That the only people that see it is the people that you are that are able to drink from it, right? So yeah, that's my thoughts. Balance. Balance is balance is very spiritual. I mean, you find balance and you can't even explain it. And so that's why I decide to use the internet this way. My view, my journal, my contemplation, because I really want to hear people's own contemplation, because life is not at the extreme. It is not, it is in the middle. And anytime we meet in the middle, our views will always be different. But guess what? They would always have life. So that's like my view. Come on. That's my contemplation for today. Balance. Right? And that's why I've recently been falling in love with a lot of spiritual knowledge. And somehow I'm able to see life in all of them, and I don't know how, right? And I'm not so interested in explaining how. I'm just really interested in saying what I see and watching it again. And I think the least I can ever do in life is for somebody to come through my page and see that I'm able to say what I see and allow them to feel what they see and see what they see. I don't really necessarily need people to see what I see, because what I see you can't see. You can only see what you see, and people need to learn how to be balanced and be comfortable and be strong about what they see and not be extremist about what they see, right? Or just see what you see and leave. And if somebody sees that you are leaving, they would come and ask you questions and you give them answers and you let them go. So yeah, like I said, these contemplations are getting more interesting because I think I'm now getting into the flow. Was I don't even know. Was I not in the flow before? Am I in the flow now? I don't know. See you tomorrow. Balance. Balance. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.